This is Kelly Hill, technology reporter with RCR Wireless News. I'm here at the 5G Innovation Summit with Andreas Roessler of Rohde Schwarz. So we had a really packed day today. I think a lot of good information hitting on everything from antennas to, sort of the radio aspect of 5G. Can you sort of summarize for us, what the day was all about and maybe some of the highlights?
Yeah, absolutely, Kelly. So basically, for a number of years, we're doing the LTE Innovation Summit where we tackle certain features that's coming along with the LTE evolution, right? So this year we thought about a one-day event comprised, put it together for 5G. And like you said, we tackled a lot of topics. I thought a highlight was the keynote of Qualcomm, giving us their vision about 5G, talking about all the industry activities, talking about, their contributions to the standardization process for 5G and R. The antenna piece is a big piece of it, right? To overcome propagation loss. I think Jeff Chamberlain from Evatronics did a great presentation on that. I learned a lot of things because I'm not an antenna designer, so I think the audience benefited from that. And then the panel that you led, actually,
yes.
that was quite an interesting discussion. You get a lot of different perspectives, from the different stakeholders in the industry.
All the way from chipset up to antenna and sort of analyst perspective too.
Absolutely. And 5G is the buzzword, but I think what it does, it brings the different stakeholders in the industry together, right? So antenna designers have to work with the front-end module designers, with the component vendors, with the modem vendors, because we only cannot solve that problem together. And I think the 5G Innovation Summit that we put together was a good example for that, how we're getting to that point and making 5G a reality.
Well, and I think that was one of the important things that came out of the Qualcomm presentation was really the idea of this isn't just a vision anymore. We're moving into trials, we're moving into initial products, and yes, we're ahead of the standards, the official standards, but the process is happening now. These discussions and the technical engineering that's going into solving the problems is happening right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So like mentioned by Qualcomm, that they put out these reference designs that people can start developing. Rohde Schwarz putting out test and measurement solutions to support testing of those modules, to supporting the operators to running these early field trials. And what I found was a key message that Qualcomm delivered here to the people attending this event is basically it's not just 5G, it's LTE. It all comes together, and we should learn a lot from these field trials that then we benefit from in the standardization process for 5G that's currently happening in 3GPP.
Now, so there was a lot of conversation today around test, which is probably pretty natural considering the topics. So as somebody at Rohde & Schwarz, what's your perspective on how test is evolving to meet these needs of 5G and how that's going to continue over the next few years as we really get into trials and going to market?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we made it clear that over-the-air testing is essential. That Rohde & Schwarz is leading the way, discussing different concepts with all these stakeholders that are being involved. That there are concepts out there that we keep an eye on test time, because like mentioned today by our experts, is like we're adding another dimension to test, right? And we learned from the LTE process how long could it take to come to a test procedure for that. So I think that's where we can contribute as a company, where we can put our concepts in. And I think a key message is that the question is, what do we want to test has a significant impact what the test system looks like. So finding the right methodology to do that is a task that this industry has to solve, and I think we will solve that, but we shouldn't rush ourselves, because at the end of the day we all want to make sure that those devices operate in the network, and I think that you and me as an end user of it in a few years would appreciate that if that's the case.
All right, well, Andreas, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
No problem, Kelly. Thank you.